single mother, the disadvantages of being a single mother. So I know this is like, I don't know if I'm gonna make this a whole separate video, but anyway, we're gonna focus on the disadvantages of being a single mother. As far as men talk about introducing your kids to men early, or just women, I've seen a lot of posts of these women are hoes, they got their kids around anybody, like, and I'm gonna speak from a perspective of me raising a child on my own. Back in the days for me, like, my son is a little bit older now, so it's a little bit easier for me to date. But back in the days, it was very hard to date. Now my cats want to do bullshit. Anyway, back in the days, it was very hard for me to date as a single mother. And I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of women have this same issue. I say this because we are single individuals. We're alone in the home. Most of the time, a lot of women don't have a partner or a co-parenting situation with a reliable partner. How it is kind of hard for single women to date. So we do tend to put ourselves in relationships quickly and introducing our kids to men quickly, just because we have a disadvantage. And a lot of people are going to disagree with that, saying, well, you need to get somebody to watch your kid. You shouldn't be bringing men to your house. All of this is true. All of this is true. But if you have a 3-year-old and you have a 4-year-old, to pay for a babysitter every single time you just want to go meet somebody, that's like $50, $60. And babysitters are more expensive nowadays. So you're looking at $100 for them to watch the kid for like 4 or 5 hours. So you can go to a restaurant and get to know somebody. You don't want to bring somebody to your house, but you're forced to, because you don't want to keep paying $100 every time you want to go link up with somebody. Then you're forced to date around your kid's school schedule, but you have to work. You don't have anyone taking care of the household. So you're the breadwinner. So you have to go to work during those hours. So when exactly do you have time to date? And this was my issue, because I did end up introducing my son to a lot of men when I was younger, because I didn't have any help. I didn't have anybody to watch him real quick so I can go. I didn't have that luxury in life. You know, I live in Atlanta. My family doesn't live in Atlanta. I didn't have people to watch my kid while I go out and live my 20s. So my 20s, I spent my 20s being a parent and doing relationship stuff and introducing men to my child at an early age, because of the disadvantage of not having someone to watch your kid while you date. And then you just force yourself into relationships that you really don't want to be in, or relationships that you don't leave even though they're toxic. I've been in situations like that. I won't say plenty, but I've been in situations like that where I don't want to leave because I don't want my son to see me talking to another guy too quickly. So I forced myself to remain in toxic situations because I'm a single mother. Oh, the reason why we're having a lot of breakups and things like that is because a lot of women can't date anymore. Like, we don't date anymore. We don't date. And we're going to touch on that topic. A lot of people don't date. They just go from linking up with a person to having intercourse with them to being in a relationship, and they wasn't ready to be in a relationship. We don't date. And dating doesn't always require sexual activity. Like, you don't have to be intimate with people to date. And I think that's a lot as far as Lori Harvey is concerned. Like, a lot of people are looking at her like she's a hoe and she's toxic and all of this stuff because she wants to date. And because she's a public figure, I feel like she has to date publicly. So every single person that she talked to is going to be broadcast. And I'm looking at her situation from a different perspective. As a woman, we can't date. Men always look at us as hoes because we're dating. Like, we're fucking dating. Like, she's fucking dating. She's dating. And somebody just wanted to be something more serious with her, and she wasn't ready for that. Lori Harvey is, I think, like 24 years old. She's 24. When I was 24, I was just becoming a mother. Yes, it's ideal for a woman to get married around that time, but reality in this day and age, women are very immature. Men are very immature. Men are more immature than women, but women are very immature right now, and we are just feeling like trapped, like we just need to be free, and we want to explore, and we don't want to be tied down. That's why it's not a lot of baby making now. Like, a lot of people have less kids because it's not a lot of home situations. Like, social media has exposed women to all of these different types of requirements as far as wanting all of this stuff that they're expecting from men, and they're not willing to settle down because they always feel like it's something better out there. So I am playing devil's advocate right now because it can be a severe stress on a man. And there was a podcast, I forgot the name of the podcast, that one of my friends was on, actually, that I somewhat wanted to do a response video to, where they brought this topic up, that the expectations from a man is extreme now because of social media. People want trips to Dubai. They just expecting men to have all of this money, and the average man doesn't make that kind of money to provide this lifestyle for women. So being that a lot of women are seeing that, they always assume that there's something greater and better out there, and those quality of men are very, very slim, very limited. And there's thousands of women looking for these same men. So you're going to either get a cheater, you're going to get a man who's wants multiple women, a man who's not willing to settle down because he has all of these options. So it just puts a high expectation, or what would you say, an unrealistic expectation on relationships. And I know that's probably a topic that needs more in-depthness that I'm not gonna get into right now, but I did want to touch on those 3 topics, as far as, you know, the 50-50 life, and how this is just becoming crazy right now with men and their expectations of women. Also the single mom thing. I just feel like men are requiring too much of women and not giving too much of themselves, because every time a woman asks a man for anything, it's always, well, you're not my wife. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to take care of you. We're not living together. Why do I have to pay your rent? Why do I have to pay your bills? Why do I have to give you anything? Oh, you giving me sex. Oh, well, you giving me sex. I'm giving you sex. Like, we fucking want sex. Like, we don't give a fuck about no goddamn sex. Some women do. Some women are sex craved, but I would say 95% of women don't give a fuck about no sex. We would rather you pay these goddamn bills. Okay? It's not an equal trade-off, because men want sex more than women. And if a woman wants sex more than a man, then she's that's a different kind of woman. But a lot of women would prefer to not. We are very, because men is just so frequent, it's all the time, and they want it more than we do. And a lot of women are having sex for men just to get stuff. And y'all like to throw up, oh, well, that's prostitution and all of this stuff. Like, men love to use the whole prostitution thing. And I want to touch on that. I'm going to touch on that, but I'm going to do that at a different time. I'm not going to put that in this video, because that's a whole nother topic about men calling women gold diggers, and saying because they want money from a man as prostitution. But men value their money, or hold their money to a higher pedestal over a woman's body. And that's a whole nother topic that I'm going to dig into. So if y'all want me to talk about that, which I probably am when I get home. But anyway. Ooh. Yeah, I hope I don't look crazy. I'm hoping y'all loving the natural, fresh face, no makeup. You know, you see all of my imperfections. Y'all can see everything. And I know you're saying, well, I was breaking out up here. That's not from the mask. But having the mask on caused a lot of stress on me, which caused breakouts to be all over the place. So it was heavily concentrated right here. And then once the mask came off and I was able to breathe and relax and stuff, my body was detoxing out of the stressful situation, and it started creating like an overall face breakout. And that's just subsiding now. I stopped using a lot of the moisturizers and the face stuff that I was using. I just started using water and shea butter again, and I see my face clearing up again. So yes, I'm happy about that, because I miss my face. I really miss my face. It was a lot. Because I don't wear makeup, so I miss my face. I miss having like a really clear skin. I used to get compliments all the time. I even made a whole video about my skin. And now look at my skin, it looks crazy. So that's embarrassing. But anyway, I know I've touched on a lot of topics today. It was like all over the place. I don't have any structure, but as it goes on, because this is like really just like my rant. Like, I'm just ranting. Like, this is what I be doing on Instagram. And like, people's like, oh, you need to stop putting this stuff on Instagram. You need to put it on YouTube. Because you be making a lot of sense, or you be, speaking on a lot of stuff. But like, Instagram is in the moment. It's that randomness that I love. Like, I could just get on there and I could talk about 30 different things and it don't have to flow. because it's different clips of different shit. But like here, like I have to flow, so I have to get, my mind is all over the place. I did make bullet points. I did make bullet points just so I could stay on topic. But I know when you get on topic, you get off. But anyway, I'm probably gonna, I don't know, edit this. So yeah, we're gonna like mix and match and put things in different places where they belong at. But overall, the whole gist of the conversation, I just want to know you guys' opinion based on the topics that I did touch on. If I do get a lot of input, that's great, because that makes for new content for more videos. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. You know, getting the subscribers and getting monetized is like a big thing for me, because it will motivate me to make more videos. It just will motivate, it will help me with my traveling and stuff, because I am initially a travel vlogger first. That's my interest, that's my hobby, that's my love, that's my passion. I just would love you guys' support, so please watch my travel vlogs, watch my other videos. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching the Beauty the Beast podcast. And once again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later.